What's up, y'all? This is Lamont, and I'm reviewing episode 46. Yeah, 46 and a little bit of 47 from what I heard. I didn't watch all the episode. I think it came on today of Beyond the Gates. So on 46, it starts off basically where it left off with Leslie, Dana, Anna, Sherry, Michelle, whatever this lady's name is. And I'm saying lady loosely because I could say something else. But we're not going to do that. Anyway, she's going on and on about what happened with her between her and Ted back in the days. Nicole's crying. Everybody's like in shock. What? He cheated? And I'm just like, dang it, Eva. You lied to me, Mom. You made me think he never knew me. But you just did, no, my bad. I got that wrong. She like, you made me think he didn't care about me, but he never knew me. And she like, oh, but you choose them over me? You choose them over me, Eva? It's like that? Because you was going to try to stop me. And so Kat was like, I knew it was something with this hoe. I knew it. I knew it was something with her. And so I was like, yup. And then Kat was like, see, Mona? So Mona was like, hold up now. I didn't know nothing about this. That Leslie lied. I thought her name was Leslie. Well, who is Dana? And Anna, who is that? Who is that? I was like, see, all these lies. Yeah, Mona was like, I only knew her a couple of months. That's how I didn't know. She like, if I would have known, I would have got that job. Don't put me in this. And Kat was like, you see, lies and deceit. And so Nicole, she start running. Then all the Duprees get up, and so Father Dupree, I can't think of his name. I'll probably watch. I remember it when I get done filming. I'm gonna put that in the comments. Watch, I remember. But yeah. So the father, the patriarch of the family, Dupree, he's like, everybody needs to leave now, and so everybody's still there. And so Kat was like, oh, you, because Eva was like, I'm sorry, I tried to stop it. And she was like, well, bitch, what you mean you stop it? You could have been did something. And then he was, well, I was locked in the closet. And the dude, he was like, well, I can vouch for that. She was locked in the closet. That is the truth. He like, she was locked in. Now we did have to get her out. And so they're like, you know what, you just go on somewhere, Eva. So everybody turned their back on Eva. She's crying. And so I was like, her Dusty Mama, Dusty Dana, that's what we're going to call her. Dusty Dana, Loose Leslie, Stinking Sherry, Annoying Anna, whatever she go by. Them her names. With them going on with them cheap wigs too. Anyway, I know she kicked her out the house. I seen the clip. Ted, I don't have anywhere to go. My mom kicked me. I'm like, you see, but see, Eva, I feel bad because, her whole life, I don't know if it was for her whole life, but, her mama was putting all these bad thoughts and all this evil in her head. But when she finally got to be around Ted and, and them, she knew they were good people. But she could have been stopped it. Eva could have been stopped it, but she acted like she was too scared. She could have been said, look, Nicole or Ted, I need to talk to you. I might be your daughter. My mom's wanted me to work for y'all. I didn't want to do anything. I wanted to stop it because she just wanted to tear everything apart. I need to let y'all know that because you're good people. I don't want anything from y'all. She could have said something like that, but she didn't. And then everybody turned their back on her because Kat, she was like, Mona, so you knew? Mona was like, oh, no, hell no, I didn't know. Hell no. She like, I wouldn't have offered her not offered her the position, but she like, I would have never gave her a recommendation to Nicole if I would have known this. They lied to me. She like, oh, I didn't know that. And so everybody turned their back on Eva, and everybody liked her. So now she's all alone. The only person that, went to her side was Andre. He was like, well, I guess we're cousins. She was like, yeah, all sad. He was like, well, don't feel too bad. He was like, because I knew about the cheating. He was like, because Ted was wanting to tell her. He was like, but I told him, just keep it to yourself. Don't tell her. Just take that to the grave. So he was like, in a way, I feel bad too because I told him not to tell her years ago, and I held on to that secret. In which I was like, heck, you better hope they don't find that out. And then you sleeping with Nicole's sister. I said, don't let them find out because they really gonna be mad. And so, oh, and I forgot to add, while Leslie was going on this whole tirade, she ended up saying that Bill, because Ted had Bill to give Leslie Dana the money, to get out of town and get the abortion. But she never got the abortion, but she did get out of town. And she's like, yeah, Bill. And so Chelsea and Naomi, they're like, what? Because she's like, yeah, Bill threatened me. He said if I don't get out of town, once my baby is born, they would find me and they'll sell her on the black market. I was like, wow, that's dark. I was like, ooh, okay. I ain't know Bill roll deep like that. Like black market. I was like, maybe like break her legs, kill her, kidnap the baby, put the baby into adoption. Black market. I was like, ooh, dang. But but yeah. So after all of that, you have, I think it was Haley and Bill. They're sitting there in the house talking. They end up getting on the subject of Ted. And so Haley, she like, oh, they're such a good couple with it. And Bill's like, you just don't know. She like, what? Ted cheated? He was like, yeah, back in the day. She like, what? And so that's when, while that's going on, the whole family, they go to the grandparents' house. And so everybody's upset. Uh, the senator, what is his name? It's the grandson, Ted and Nicole's son, Martin. Yeah, Martin and Smitty. Everybody at the house, the whole family. So Martin, he's upset because Leslie, she said, "Hey Martin, you remember me back in the day?" She was like, "Remember when your dad used to take you to that diner?" She's like, "I was the waitress. I would always give you like brownies and stuff for free." And then Martin was like, "Wait a minute, you was sleeping with her? You bring me there to go mess around?" She's like, "You're despicable." He pushed Ted all back. Ted like, motherfucker. He ain't say all that. He was like, I can't. He was like appalled. And so Chelsea, Naomi, I can't believe Dad actually did that. You think he did? He was like, call him, ask him. He mad. He was like, you ask him. So Naomi texts him. She like, Dad, is this true? And so Bill, he was like, oh. And Haley, what's wrong? He was telling her. She like, oh, well, they have to understand. You was doing it to protect Nicole. I said, no, it wasn't that. She just don't know half of it. So now they know Bill is a monster, or at least a bad person. And so all that's going on. The realtor, she's in the hospital. She might be pregnant, but she said that she ate a bad salad. A bad salad. I think she might have got pregnant. And so, her husband, he's dealing with the gambling. The dude that he's owing money to is trying to sleep with his wife, the realtor. And then Naomi's husband, he's got a case building against him and his partner because the partner is a dirty cop. So you got all this going on. So I'm like, this show is whew, straight up drama. That's what's bringing the views. And I think that's pretty much that happened in episode 46. It was a good episode. Y'all let me know if I missed anything. Oh, you know what? Since I'm recording, I'm going to just go on and add it out there. Equalizer had their last episode. I want to say, yeah, it was last night. One of the best episodes, in my opinion, of the show. I hate that it got canceled, but I will say they ended it right. If you end the show, you end the show like that. It was action, romance, comedy, all that. They ended that show good. They did the show justice. Which I was like, you know what? I'm good with 5 seasons. 5 seasons, that's good. We wanted it to be at least 6, but I was like, you know what? We good. We good with that. Basically, they end up. I'll just do a little brief recap of that. Dante and Queen Latifah, they end up doing it. They consummate. I think that's the word. They make their relationship official. Official. They're in this cabin in the woods, but the cartel dude finds them, tries to kill him. I almost said Mary, Bill and Harry, that's their name together. Mel, Harry, Mary. Anyway, Bill and Harry, they find out that he's in the country. They like, oh, he's probably coming to kill Rob. So they go and try to find him. Their next door neighbors, the husband, he gets killed, but they save the wife. Dante gets kidnapped. It's like they killed the whole. I don't think it was the sheriff's department, but they killed like the little station they had for the cabins, like the security. Killed all them. Killed some more. Another couple over there. I'm like, hot dang, they killers. Killed them. Uh, they end up saving Dante. He gets shot, but he survives. And Queen Latifah, she was fighting the cartel dude. She ended up getting him in his chest. I think got him in the heart. I said, yep, he dead. The iced tea. Yep, he's dead. That's exactly what happened. While that's going on, Aunt Vi and Braxton, Captain, I don't know, Braxton, anyway, they're trying to figure out where they're going to go with their relationship. To me, he seemed like he was moving too fast, but I guess since they're older, you want to, at least try to have some type of stable relationship instead of just, what they had going on. So he's like, I want you to move in with me. She's like, that might be too much. They talk over that. I almost said Diane. I watched Blackish. Delilah, she ends up talking with her favorite book author, which also happened to be a board member at the school she had got denied for at Harvard. No, Howard. It was Howard. And so she was pleading her case. She didn't know the lady was a board member, and the lady was like, you know what? Since you got denied because you was in that protest and got arrested, she's like, if I was a board member, prove to me right now why you deserve to be reinstated, why you should be accepted. And she did. And she like, oh, okay. Turns out she was a board member and she got accepted into the school she wanted to go. Which I was like, hey, that's good for you. That's good for you. Congratulations. At the end, they go to the hospital. Dante pops the question, well, will you marry me? I love you, Robin. She's like, yes, Dante, yes, I'll marry you. And I was like, yeah, I like how it ended. It ended on a good note. I guess there's maybe there's only like one storyline that, wasn't, all the way tied up. If you watch, I think it was season 4 or the beginning of this season, a lady named Michelle, she escaped. If you watch the show, you know. If you know, you know. So they was like, I wonder, on Facebook, they was like, I wonder, what would have happened if they kept it going? Like, would she come back? I was hoping they would bring back Bishop, Chris Noth's character. But I don't know. It got canceled, so I was like, he definitely ain't coming back. Neither is Michelle. So I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I hate it's gone, but hey, it went out with a bang. So I respect that. They did pretty good. 12 out of 10. 12 out of 10. So alright, y'all. I'll probably do another review in a couple of days. Make some more videos. Y'all let me know what y'all would like to see on the channel. Let me know, give me some feedback. I always try to respond to my comments. I do have an Instagram. It's same as my YouTube. I think it's just an underscore. So, follow me if y'all want to. I'll start posting on there too. And I think that's it. So, alright, y'all. Peace.